Everyone, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Casey DeSantis.
Back.
I'm back.
I'm Curtis
Whether you
Dvorak.
like it or not.
I'm Trent Gilbreth.
Hey, Trent. Good to see you. It's Wednesday. Man, your hands are cold.
Sorry.
It's cold. Okay, so
Cold hands, warm heart.
that's
My grandma
absolutely
always
true.
said that.
Oh,
It's true. It is true. One of the sweetest people you'll ever meet on the planet.
The siblings
sitting
are back
to my
together.
left. No, to my right, other hand. Okay, so we should say it is great to be a Florida Gator.
That's
Let's
right.
do the right
That's
chant
right.
because Florida, I probably heard, won College World Series.
won the College World Series last night. It's the school's first
Sweep.
national title in baseball ever. LSU needed a win last night because the Gators won the first game. It's a best of 3, but they were behind 6-1 in the 9th inning. This slow little grounder to second was an easy one. They make the final out, and the dog pile, which I never understand because this is where guys literally have torn their ACLs and get hurt. And look at this. Watch this dive. Whoa!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh, someone got hurt on that one.
Yeah, like
wow.
we won a national title. Here's a concussion. Anyway, they become the 4th team ever in NCAA history.
I think I can name this.
Oh.
4th team ever to have.
Don't tell me.
I'm
'Cause
gonna
okay.
Well, go ahead.
Okay, because I
Yes,
think I know the answer to this.
please.
Baseball, basketball, football.
Yes, they're the 4th team ever, but the other 3, do you know those? I thought you were going to know those.
Okay,
what are those
LSU.
schools? Oh, okay.
No, it's not LSU. They don't
then I
have.
give
They don't
up.
have one.
I was going
One more.
It's actually
Can I say Ohio State?
bingo.
Okay.
Bingo.
Go Buckeyes. I had to
Ohio
go
State,
with OHIO.
UCLA, and Michigan.
And Michigan,
Wow.
really?
Yes.
And they
Some
won all
Big
3.
Ten
Join those
representation in
ranks.
there. You
Yeah.
know, we always get a lot of grief. Big Ten, not as
They
good
won-
as
yeah.
SEC.
I'm looking at this graphic. 39 national.
39 total national titles.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, way to go, Gators.
There you go. So they weren't the favorite, or they weren't the favorite as the start of the thing, but everyone got really excited, and obviously Gator fans everywhere who never knew that Florida had a baseball team are celebrating.
So a lot of people just needed that
Intensely.
excuse to go out and celebrate. And speaking of a Florida favorite, by the way, people
Oh.
are pretty excited, to watch baseball because now one of our hometown favorites, Tim Tebow, is headed
he
to Port
is.
St. Lucie.
Look at that catch.
Because he joined the St. Lucie Mets yesterday, but the team, I guess the game was rained out, so he couldn't play.
that a
He's
Superman
expected to
t-shirt?
suit up tonight, though.
It looks like
When the
Superman
Mets take
t-shirt.
on the team from Palm Beach today. And you're saying that this could be the start of maybe him making an appearance potentially here in Jacksonville.
Yeah. I mean, he got moved from low A, to, which is like the beginner thing where they have a bunch of young guys. He was the oldest guy on the team by 6 years. They moved him up to high A.
Which is amazing because he's so young.
And they're hoping seeing some other pitchers and stuff. Maybe he can. His last 16 games in his previous league, he was doing better. Got his average up to 222. A lot of people say that doesn't deserve to go up, but I think the Mets are saying we got to find out what we got. Put him against some other stuff, other talent, and if he plays well, they could bring him up to the Double A team, which, by the way, would play our jumbo shrimp, and that would be really cool.
Let's put him on the shrimp. Wouldn't that be great? We can't do that?
Well,
no.
the Mets kind of own him, like they have a contract with him.
I'm like, let's just bring him on over.
Okay, we'll work on that. We'll get Trent to
So anyway,
chisel
so
that out.
That's right down Port St. Lucie, so down,
Right down the road.
And it's a Florida league, and so obviously the Mets are like, well, you're going to get sellouts at every place he goes because all the Florida fans will travel around the state. And
For sure.
And you talked about jersey sales too. They're, whatever they're paying him in salary, some people argue, well, his numbers aren't that great, although he admitted, he's like, listen, I know I have some work to do. I'm excited to be pursuing a childhood dream. I'm happy to be here. I'm going to try to work my hardest. As everybody knows, he puts his heart and soul into everything he does. So we'll see where it goes. But for them, as far as an investment, people are going to watch him. They're going to buy his jersey.
We'll buy one.
We'll buy one. I'll buy one.
Start the bidding. Yeah, we'll buy some jerseys and we'll see him play here. And so he actually debuts tonight because
it
that
got
was
rained
rained
out
out.
last night,
And we were at the press
Palm
conference. He said some very sweet things.
And
Watch them on our website.
our sports department, Brian Janacki was down there yesterday. Hopefully he's staying down there, and we'll have coverage of it. So
For sure.
Stay tuned to our news.
Okay. All right. So here's another story making some headlines from Tim Tebow to Steve Carell. When you think of him, right, you think a comedian, you think a funny guy. Well,
you
now I
go.
guess apparently you can add heartthrob to the list.
Look
Okay,
at
so
him,
this is Steve Carell. You may remember he's kind of the goofy guy from Anchorman. Everybody around here knows the movie Anchorman. We quote it nonstop.
Ron?
Now,
Where are my legs? I have no legs.
right, limp. And now, check him out. Apparently, he is taking social media by storm because he's gone a long way, and they say he's really good looking. They say he has quote unquote hottie status.
He's letting the gray come out. And this is his response to the hottie status. This is what I say all the time. I'm so sick of people looking at me for my physical attributes. It's just genetics. There's nothing I can do. So
That's got to be great for him, though, because that's new for him.
We're not pieces of
You
meat.
know?
We're not
Like
pieces of meat, people.
Okay.
We're not just pieces of meat you can just ogle at. Okay?
Well, you've been
We have
blessed
hearts.
with it your whole life, but he's in a whole new realm. He must be like, wow, walking down the street like I'm a hot silver fox.
He's a late bloomer, yeah. He's a
That's
late bloomer.
exactly what he's thinking.
You know, the swan, the ugly
That's what they're
duckling,
telling
swan
him.
thing, whatever. He's the best. I love Steve Carell. He's hilarious.
Tell us on our Facebook page if you agree. I don't think anyone on this table does.
So wait, should
I don't know.
So I should stop taking the Sharpie to the hair and I should just let the grays come in?
I thought
he
it was
does do that.
natural.
It's all Sharpie.
No, he
You take
does do
black
that.
Sharpie,
He does.
black Sharpie in the room before you just color your hair with a Sharpie when there's like a couple of them there.
I need to get on your level.
Yeah, I'll help you out.
Okay.
You don't have any grays.
No, they're coming in, they're flooding in, and I'm 27. 27 years old.
gonna
Thank
be
you,
okay.
Granddad Nicholas. You're up above, laughing at me. Anyway, what do we got next?
We got to really, speaking of laughing and stuff, okay, Instagram, everybody tries to put out, stuff about their life and how great it is, and obviously some of it's obviously contrived. This is completely contrived. Someone on Instagram profile caught our eye this morning. Her name is Tiff the Barbie. There you go. Tiff the Barbie enjoying some time at an amusement park. According to her profile, Tiff the Barbie is married to Ken, and they have 2 young children. This is a picture of the family at the fair, just enjoying some fair food. And this is her when she was pregnant, laying out by the pool, doing that classic shot. You see all the girls who are pregnant. I didn't
looks
see
like
you do that.
Well, that's because I didn't look anything like that.
This is,
I need to get you a donut float,
pregnancy
though.
cravings,
Yes, please do, Trent.
Tiff getting a massage therapy, hot stone massage. I don't know if that's good for the plastic, but the page is pretty entertaining. You got to scroll through it. It's there's Ken, morning shave.
Missy is in tears, Mama.
I know
It's
she
so
is. I don't know if she's in tears over
Yes.
the Barbie or you. I don't know.
No, she's loving these dolls.
Well,
Heavens.
what's funny about it is, Trent, as you know, you spend a lot of time on Instagram. As you scroll through Instagram, you see a lot of people doing these shots. So this girl, or this person, totally anonymous, we don't know who it is, they have 62,000 followers, but she's reenacting like, classic cliched photos that everyone does on Instagram, like showing the baby. The baby's the size of a banana, and she's got a banana there and a sonogram, and it's a plastic doll. That's hilarious.
And that takes a lot of detail to arrange those scenes day in
yeah.
and day out.
A lot of
It's like
time.
Fred the Pug or whatever.
From the world of, you got too much time on your hands.
I'll show you that one later. But yeah, that's intense.
Creative, very creative.
Very creative.
Okay.
Very creative. Speaking of creative.
I'm just not going to say anything. I want these two to talk, especially
We're coming
this guy.
up.
This is all you. All you.
America's
Got Talent hit us
Yes.
last night. We're on week 6-ish. I have a bone to pick with you, AGT.
Okay.
I'm not very pleased. I was gushing over the first few weeks. I was so excited. I never really watched this show intensely. Now I have. But the past couple weeks of auditions have let me down.
It came out like gangbusters those first couple weeks.
Week after week after week after week. So yesterday I was kind of let down again. I'm going to call.
So do you have anything good to show?
I do.
Okay.
I have 3 good clips to show, and I want you to weigh in on our Facebook page
Okay.
to either agree with the judges or not. We do have a couple, but let me just say one more thing. Tyra Banks, I love you. I don't really like you on AGT. And I'm shocked by that. I think they need to utilize her better as a host. She's such a force. I'm gonna post top model clips. Joanna, where are you? She's not in heaven, she's alive on the set. But she was our top Cycle 2 winner, and she was incredible. And that's the tie we need. But that's my shout out to her. Let's roll a clip of Carlos de Antonis, a cab driver who's an amazing opera singer.
Tu vuole mio mistero e chiuso in me. Il nome mio nessuno saprà. Sulla tua mano
We started strong. Wow. That was the last performance of the night. An incredible
That was very good, yeah.
He's actually from Miami.
And he's just a cab driver, and,
Yeah.
and that's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, incredible.
Wow.
Somebody else on that note, an opera singer, trained opera singer at the Brunch House, the new Brunch House down in Jack's Beach. It's at like 6th or 4th South or whatever,
Yes.
on 3rd Street. The owner, Dan, every time you buy a bottle of champagne, he comes out and sings opera to you as he and pops it at the last note, like, "Oh," and pops the champagne, which then, of course,
Really?
everyone else has to buy a bottle now. But trained opera singer, and he's the owner and head chef back there. And
Really?
he comes out. It's so cool.
The Brunch House. That's
Brunch House.
That's right on A1A.
Used to be the
right?
Hash House.
It used to be the Hash
Now
House.
it's the Brunch
Yeah.
House.
Ah,
Amazing, yeah.
there you go.
That's a sweet local
Anyway.
note.
Okay.
I love that. We also had a dancing dog. Sarah Carson took the stage. She has a background of, she said she was very shy as a kid, but she has this very talented dog. And what you're about to see is something that got 2 no's, 2 yeses, and Simon took the stage and said, I've never done this, but you're gonna let this girl through. And told that to Howie and Mel because he was like so moved by the dog. Let's take a look and tell us if you agree. Yeah.
What? Oh,
So there was
a real
some
sword.
slicing and the dog's going in and out of the sword. How long can this last, though?
Yeah.
Like,
and what
where's
else
she
can
gonna
you
go
do?
with the act from
Yeah,
now?
it's a frisbee dog act with a sword. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's cool.
So
It has a
Simon
great
went
story.
up on and he's like, you got to keep her.
Yeah,
Oh,
because he's
that's
like,
neat.
you don't understand. This dog is like going up and above a sword. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, Simon, we need to take you out to the frisbee park a couple times. You can see dogs do
Right?
this every
Oh,
weekend.
I like it. I like it. I like
But
any animal can move on, in my opinion.
You really like a good pup, and Howie was like, I know the audience likes dogs. Okay, she can go through.
That's one of those moments in the show where you find out who the boss is on America's Got Talent. When Simon walks up and goes,
Your
yeah,
boss.
I appreciate you guys being here as my judges, but this one's
This is
going
my
through.
show.
Reverse the
Remember
X.
who
Executive
who
producer?
started this show.
Yeah.
That's right.
We'll end one more. Digital artists Oscar and Gasper. You didn't see them on the stage, but they showed their intense talents. We're going to see Heidi Klum in a white suit, and then they transformed into digital images. Let's take a look.
That's me!
Oh,
Wouldn't that be so great if we could do that with our wardrobe every day? Just push a button and there it is, and I don't have to go through the closet. I don't have to look for dog hair
Yeah.
or wrinkles or anything. It's like boom,
Superimposed.
there it is. That's neat.
Straight
That's
up
kind of
Jetsons.
interesting.
Straight
there
up
you
Jetsons.
go. You and the Jetsons.
Jetsons. Yeah.
Very
That's
cool.
But anyway, we have a full recap. We can watch all those performances in full on the First Coast Living Facebook page, and tell us in the comments if you are all about it. It airs Tuesday nights at 8 on NBC, followed by World Dance, and of course, First Coast News at 11.
Tuesdays at 8, and we're still in the open auditions for another couple weeks?
Maybe next week wraps it up,
Move
and
to
then
the live
let's get to the
shows.
lives, man. I'm ready.
Yeah.
So if we watch this show, are you tweeting along?
Yeah.
'Cause- Okay.
Tweeting
'cause
along on a few accounts.
Oh, yeah.
You are?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Always.
Which accounts?
Yeah.
Because I want to
Well,
make
his
sure I
personal
follow.
one.
And first of all, but at FCN to go, the news one, and at Tweet FCL, of course, and
Trent Gilbreth.
All
and
right.
at Trent G6.
Appreciate it, Trent.
Trent.
Thanks, guys.
Good seeing
All right.
you.